Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am not a fan of the front license plate being right in the middle. I actually like it being mounted on the side. So as you see in the title, I got a very cheap $14 Amazon one. Also, to plug in the holes, as you see there, I put in a license plate delete. I have the link to the YouTube Shorts video I put. That way you guys can see the hardware you need and how to install that. And then here in my trunk, I have the side mount for Amazon. It came in the Amazon bag packaging, and then this. So no brand or nothing like that. About to open it up. So it comes with like tape around here. Looks like we have our hardware here. All the hardware we need. So this is where it's gonna go on where the tow hook goes. And we actually have the actual converter here. It's metal. It's like cheap metal. Nothing crazy. But for $14, I mean, you have cutout metal, normal hardware. Not much else you can expect. I have my license plate here. All the holes align up perfectly, and so we're good on that. So I laid all the hardware out trying to figure out how this goes. So basically the license plate goes right there. The tow hook would go in here, and then it has two different ones to see what angle you put it on. Some people put it on different sides. And then on top, this would lay flat on here. The washer goes here, and then this would go inside here. Put it all together. Then it brings the 4 screws for the actual license plate screws, nuts and bolts bolted on. So yeah, it should be fairly simple. Now in my car, the tow hook is located right here, so you would need like a clip remover or something to just remove it real quick. And then once you get that off, you plug it in. So let me get this off real quick. There I have it off. I said clip remover because I'm used to working at a body shop, so that's what we say, but a simple flathead would work. And right inside here, that hole, it's not really focusing, but it's where the piece would go for the tow hook. So this piece right here would go in that hole in there. The camera's gonna be in the way, but basically you just stick it in, you twist it as tight as you can. That's what you would do. Went in a little unthreaded, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this on real quick. It's a little scratched up because I actually used the thing to take off the lug nuts for my wheels, because this is actually a 19. So if you have any 19 wrench or the thing to take off your stock wheels or the impact gun to tighten it up, make sure it's nice and tight. You don't ever want the license plate to fall, but you have it in there. So far it's very sturdy. Really like the quality. I mean, for 14 bucks, not bad at all. All right, so like I was saying earlier, this is why it has 2. So the first one would basically point the license plate that way, which would be very ugly. But the second one is to actually face the license plate straight. But if you flip it over and you actually put it like that, it'll face a little bit more diagonal, which is the look I want. And then you can also adjust the height. Now you don't want it too high because you don't want it too close to the headlight. I'm sorry, you don't want it too close to the headlight. So what I'm gonna do is put it the lowest, especially since I plan on getting a lip. I think it'll just look nicest there. So that's where I'm gonna put in the washer and adapter. So this is what's gonna go inside of the tow hook, and it just goes in here and then plugs in straight into the tow hook. I'm not sure what this is for. I think it's just like to work as a washer, to be a little bit more firm. Probably even the opposite side too. I mean, I'm probably totally wrong. Maybe something like that, but I don't know, because it's not gonna have much threads inside of the tow hook. So I'm just gonna run it like this because the head of this is pretty fat to hold this sturdy. Maybe it's not for that, maybe I'm totally wrong, but again, I'm just gonna go ahead and mount it like that. This says T8F, whatever size that is, but it does look like it needs like an Allen type, a T-head. So I'm gonna see which one it is real quick. Go grab that way we can tighten it up and mount it on. Man, the bad thing about working at a body shop is that all my tools are at the body shop, which is why I really don't do work from home anymore, but I'm impatient and I want to put this on. Usually you would need like an Allen key or a T-head. I would use an impact gun with the T-head. I'm not sure what size it is. The only thing I can really tell you is that this says T8F. I'm not sure if that's a size. I mean, it's bigger, so none of these Allen keys will fit. Couldn't really find nothing besides this. This is a random head for a bigger drill, obviously for construction, but it fits perfectly. So I'm just gonna have to ghetto rig it and tighten it with this. But let's go ahead and mount it. All right, stick it in through the top like we said. Oh, so the washer back there, it's probably so you can actually put it where you want on here, which makes more sense. Since I want it all the way at the top, I could just use this without using the washer and plug it in. And then we use our ghetto rigged Allen key. And this is the important part. It's when you want to make it as straight as possible. Yep, as straight as I want it. Tighten it up as tight as you can with your ghetto Allen key. You should be able to straighten it. Voila, beautiful. And it's very sturdy. For it being only $14, very sturdy. I mean, thin metal. It's not moving anywhere. As long as you get it nice and tight everywhere, you have it good. Now we can finally put the license plate on it. So the hardware we have left is gonna be the nuts, the bolts, washers for the bolts. So what I did is I went ahead on the other ones. I already put all the washers inside of the bolts. So basically, bolt and washer go up in the front, nuts goes behind it, you tighten it up, and that's how you get it on. I mean, it's very, very self-explanatory. I'm gonna go ahead and get these on, then I'll show you guys the final look. All right, real quick, I did end up taking off the washers from the actual screws because as you see here, the nut is only on that screw by like maybe 2-3 threads. And I'm the type of person I like for it to be very tight on so I don't have any worries of it coming off. What I might do is at the shop, just get some longer screws or longer bolts, whatever you want to call them. But I have longer bolts at the shop, so that might be one thing you need, unless you really don't mind that it's only like on 2 to 3 threads, as you see here. Which, I mean, if you tighten this up, it'll tighten really well. I might keep it on like that. I just need to tighten it up real quick. But if you're picky about that, like I am, just get a little bit longer bolts. And then also, if you do not have an Allen type screw or bolt, whatever you want to call it, I would definitely recommend getting other screws or bolts that has a Phillips or a flathead. But honestly, with an Allen key, it'll just work. This is a 4mm one. It fits right there, perfect. And you just tighten it up. You would need something to hold the back, which is what I'm about to do. And then let me just tighten it up real quick and show you guys the final result. Okay, so after tightening the nuts on the bolts, you see a little bit more thread there. So honestly, it's not bad. Definitely gonna keep them on. I mean, it's definitely tight enough. I don't think it's going anywhere. But here are the final results. This is how the side mount looks. And that's how it looks like with the license plate delete. But literally just that makes a big difference. Looks so good. I really like it mounted on the side. I've actually always liked that when I used to see Subis before owning one, had the side mounts on it. I really like the side mount. Looks really good. I mean, $14, it's an easy mod you can do, and it just gives a much more aggressive look to your car. My car's stock, and it just looks much more aggressive with that side mount on there. But I totally recommend it. Not sure if I mentioned it for the license plate delete. The holes don't match up to the license plate holes. These are the standard Subaru holes from Japan, so they are a little bit further. The license plate delete I ordered did not come with hardware, so I have a YouTube Shorts video on what hardware you need, the sizes, the size of the hole. I looked all over Reddit and everywhere, and nobody had the answer, so figured I'd make a short little video to give you guys the answers, but that's it. Once I do any other mods, I'll definitely let you guys know so you guys can see. But $14, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Really good. Really good.